We have got some lamb shanks. Okay, now I took these out of the fridge about 2-3 hours ago, because you need to get your meat up to room temperature before you do anything with them. It just relaxes the meat and will give you a better cook, especially when it's something that is a slow cooking process. The lamb shanks themselves, what you're looking for is just to make an incision here on the tightest tendons and here, okay? So that'll give you an easier cook and it won't take as long. Plus it helps for the meat to come right off the top of the bone and down. It makes it all very presentable afterwards and gives you a nice clean bone. When we seal off our lamb shank in a hot frying pan, okay, with a little bit of oil and seasoning, it will let the seasoning and whatever spices we put on it get right into it from the get-go. So first things first, get your pan nice and hot, okay? I'm going to add a small little bit of cumin, salt and pepper, and a little bit of sunflower oil. I'm not going to add anything to the pan because there'll be enough on the meat, and you need to really get in there and just massage that right in. Your seasoning, your cumin, a little bit of sunflower oil. Make sure it goes evenly around. And that incision that I was talking about, get right in there with all your seasoning as well. Okay, we have our hot pan on the go, nothing in the pan, okay? A nice dry, really hot heat that's gonna take the lamb shanks and seal them nicely. And we're looking for a nice golden brown, and then we'll finish them off just by standing them up on their base here. So with the lamb shanks today, I just put on some potatoes. We'll do a little mashed potato pea puree, which is, I've got my potatoes onto steam. They're all fairly even size. I would say if you any larger ones, okay, just cut it in half, keep them all uniform size and they'll all cook at the same time. Garden peas on as well. We're going to get them as soft as possible, so I brought them up to the boil, turn it off, lid on, leave them off to the side, let them soften completely. So that's our lamb shanks sealed off, okay? They're nice and brown over as much as we can. And they are going to go into a Pyrex dish with tin foil on and tight fitted around and pop it in the oven. 200 degrees, 210 degrees for 2 hours. That's a good, strong, hard heat. At the end of the 2 hours, we're turning off our oven. We're not opening the door. We're leaving it for at least another half an hour inside in that oven, just for the whole thing to rest and for the meat to relax.